Hello everyone, it's your girl Tinuade Hostel Bahi. You're welcome to another beautiful tutorial. In this tutorial I'll be showing you how to make this beautiful bubu top with front twists. I love this top so much because it's easy to make, easy to wear, and it will give you this beautiful and expensive look, if you know what I mean. So if this sounds like what you are interested in, let's get right into the tutorial. I'll be making use of this Duchess fabric and it's about 3 yards. So mine is going to be a top. If you want yours longer, definitely you are going to need more than that. So I'll be starting with the back first, and I've gone ahead to fold my fabric into 2, and that is my starting line. I've also gone ahead to measure my length. Yes, that is the length of the top. Okay, and the measurement I used to put my fabric on fold is half of my shoulder measurement plus by sleeve length. Yes, my shoulder is 16 inches divided by 2 is 8 inches. Then I went ahead to add 12 inches to it as my sleeve length. So that is the measurement that I used to put that fabric on fold. So on my starting line, which is also my shoulder line, I'll go ahead and impute my neck width of 3 inches. Yes, I'll also go ahead and impute half of my shoulder measurement, and from there I will impute my sleeve length. As for my neck depth, I'll be taking 1 inch. Please note that this is the back piece. I'll then create a curve from the 3 inches neck width to meet the 1 inch depth, just as you see me do. Next, I'm going to be taking 1.5 inch shoulder slope. Yes, you can do 2 inches at this point, and I'll go ahead and connect it to my neck width. So please just bear with me. It's really hard marking on this fabric. So if you are using a material as light and slippery as this, make sure you secure with pins. Okay, next I'm going to go ahead and mark my bust line. Normally I'll use bust divided by 6 plus 1.5 inches, but because this is a free outfit, I'll go ahead and add 2 inches extra to my answer. Okay, my bust divided by 6 plus 1.5 will give me 8, but I went ahead to add 2 inches, so this is me marking 10 inches at that point. Okay, so on that point I'll go ahead and extend the line out. Yes, that my 10 inches mark from my shoulder slope. Take note please, I marked the 10 inches from that shoulder slope that we took, that 1.5 inches shoulder slope. So on that point I'll go ahead and impute quarter of my hip measurement plus 3 inches. Yes, I don't want it too big, but if you're on the big side or you want yours a bit big, you can add 4 inches and above. Okay, but in my case I added 3 inches, and this is me taking the measurement to my hem. My quarter of my hip measurement is 10 inches plus 3 inches, that makes it 13. So I took the 13 inches straight down. So at that point where the 2 lines intersect, I'll go place my tape at that angle and come out diagonally by 1.5 and create a curve, just as you see me do. Next, I'll transfer the measurement I have on my shoulder line there. I'll transfer it on my bust line so as to create a straight line at that part. Okay, at this stage we are as good as done, and the next thing I'm going to do now is to go ahead and cut out. So this is me cutting out our back piece, and I'll go ahead and add half an inch for shoulder joining. At that part I'll add half an inch, then I'll go ahead and cut out the rest just as I marked. So after cutting, this is what I have, as you can see. So this is our back piece, and this is me trying to arrange it so that I won't have any form of fold or excess on the back piece. So everything is well laid, and I've gone ahead to secure with pins. So I'll go ahead now and place this our back piece on the fabric so that we can get our front. So just as you can see, I've gone ahead to place my back piece in order to get our front piece, and in the front there I've gone ahead to leave allowance of like 30 inches. Yes, just as you see, I left allowance of 30 inches, and this allowance is what I'll call the twist allowance. Yes, that's the allowance that's going to form our twist before I place my back piece on it. So the total of what I have in front there is 30 inches. I then went ahead to create a straight line with the 30 inches mark then before placing my back. I hope you understand. Now that my back is well placed on the fabric, I'll go ahead and trace out exactly what I have on the shoulder, at the side, and at the length of the back. In other words, I'll just replicate what I have except for the center part where we have our 30 inches allowance. So now that I'm done cutting, I'll go ahead and secure with pins so that I won't have it running all over. So from here you can see that my 30 inches allowance is still intact. You can see that I didn't touch it and that the back piece is still sitting on the straight line where we marked. Using the back piece as a guide, I'll go ahead and follow my shoulder line. Yes, I'll extend my shoulder line and I'll take my neck depth of 7 inches. Please note that the deeper you go at this point, the more the cleavage will be open, unless you want to style it with a brooch. In my case, I marked 7 inches. Yes. So at the edge of our 30 inches, which I can also refer to as our center front, I'll go ahead and mark her for feet. Remember, our length is 29 inches. I went ahead to add 1 inches to it, making 30 inches. So I'll go ahead and divide that 30 inches into 2. So I'll mark it. I'll then go ahead and connect these 2 points together. I mean the 15-inch mark and the 7 inches mark with a slight curve. Now that I have that part sorted, the next thing I'm going to do now is to gently lift that part of the back up like so. But before doing that, I will mark my front neck width using my back part as a guide. I will then connect the 3 inches neck width, front neck width, to the 7 inches mark using my curved ruler. You can actually use a straight ruler for this part, but make sure that you don't have any sharp edge. So this is me smoothing my lines very well, and after connecting all these points together, this is what I have. You can see how the curve is formed. The next thing I'm going to do now is to cut out following the curve. So after cutting, this is what I have, and when you cut yours, you should also have yours looking like this. Okay, so this is it. So I'll go ahead and separate the 2 pieces together. I will separate the back from the front piece so that we can have a good view of it. So the next thing we are going to do now is to move to the sewing machine. But before we do that, if you have watched to this part and you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please kindly do so now. Be part of the family. And if you haven't given this video a thumbs up, please kindly do so now, so that this video can spread to other people which might likely need it. Okay, thank you very much. And don't forget to turn on your notification icon so that you'll be notified when I upload new tutorial. So this is our back piece, and I've gone ahead to give the mid neck part a notch. Yes, you will know the reason for doing that later. So this is me arranging my front and back pieces together before taking to my sewing machine. So I'll go ahead and place my back piece like so. So I'll then pick my front piece, one part of my front piece, place it with right side facing right side. Then I'll do the same to the other side, then take to my sewing machine and stitch down with half an inch at the shoulder parts, half an inch as my side seam. At the hem of our top, I'm going to double fold with half an inch. So the only part that will be left unsewn is our neck part that extends into the 30 inches allowance. Please just follow carefully. I'm very sure you will get it. So this is me placing the other side of the front piece, and I'll be repeating the same allowance that I used at the other side on this other side too. So I'm done stitching, and you can see what I have. I hemmed the sleeve part with 1 inch, the side with half an inch, and I've also gone ahead to hem the lower part of our top with 1 inch. Yes, I double folded half an inch, and the only part that I didn't touch is just the neck part, which you are seeing. So at this point, if you have a serger, you can go ahead and weave that neck part that extends into the 30 inches of the twist allowance. Even the hem, if you have a serger, instead of double folding the hem, you can also serge it. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do now is to take one side of our extension, cross it like so, then take the other side of the extension and cross it like so. I hope you understand. So make sure that it's forming a cross sign because they cross over each other. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is to pick one side of the extension with right side facing right side. I'm going to take it across to the other side to meet the one at the other side with right side facing each other, please. Then I'll place them together, then stitch down with half an inch. Please pay attention at this point. Okay, I'll repeat it so that we can get it better. And as you can see, the hem part is sitting with the hem on both sides. Okay, you can know the hem because that's the part we double folded, and the neck parts we didn't touch it at all, so they are sitting on each other. So that's how you can know that what you are doing is actually correct. So after stitching, this is what I have. Yes, that part we stitch is the 15 inches that is left. Remember, our length was 30 inches and we took out 15 inches from it, so the remaining 15 inches is what we stitched together. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do now is to hold the part that we just stitched like so. You can see the way I'm holding it. I'll bring the hem parts, yes, like I said, the hem part is the folded part, to meet the neck part like so. The neck part is the unfolded part, so I'll bring the hem part to make the neck part like so, and it will be folded with the opening side facing me. Okay, then I will turn it towards the neck part just the way you see me do. Then I will align the journey of where I am holding to meet with the notch that we made at the center part of the neck. Okay, so this is me making sure that the joining part that I have there is sitting on my notch center neck part. Okay, so I'll go ahead and arrange them together so that I'll be able to secure them with pins. So after securing with pins, I will arrange other parts starting from the midpoint towards the left and towards the right. I will make sure I arrange the neck parts with the fold we created, so that will make the pieces that will be arranging together 3. So I will arrange everything together and secure them with pins before taking to my sewing machine to stitch them with half an inch. So just continue pinning towards your left and towards your right, and then you get to a point where you see like a knot. So that is the point where the twist is formed, and that is where you are going to stop. Okay, so what I mean is that it's pinning towards your left and you notice that twist, you stop, then you pin towards your right. When you get to that knot part, you will stop too. Okay, so after stitching the neck part, this is what I have. Yes, so you can see I ran an half-inch stitch round the neck parts. Okay, so we are almost as good as done. So I'll go ahead and serge that part, serge other parts, because as at the time I was making this video there was no light, so I was just trying to manage a lot of things. Okay, so I'll go ahead and tidy this top up. You've already seen the outcome at the beginning of the video, so this is what I have for you. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sticking by, and I hope to see you in my next video. And before I go, you can style this with a brooch and you can rock it without a brooch. So how would you like to rock yours? Let me know in the comment section. So thank you once again, and see you in my next one. Bye.